everyone, and thank you for joining CMK After Dark. You know how we do it. Go ahead, Misha.
Hey, Queens, it's Misha. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
So just in case y'all missed it, her name is Crystal. She always forget her name. She don't want y'all to know who she is. That's okay. Shout out to Crystal up in there in the corner. Okay. So, hey, lovely people. It's your girl, Kia Simone.
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. As Kia just said, I'm Crystal, and go ahead, Misha, get it started.
So let's break the ice with some convo on the rocks.
So I always tell y'all, I love that music. I don't know.
That intro, and I never stopped shouting this person out. I remember her name. That was care of Miss Misha Allen. She came up with that. So I love it. Let's go, y'all.
So do y'all remember the other one? I said it was scaring me. I was like, it's scaring me, but I love that one. It's
then it started scaring me.
So guys, we are, if you don't know by now, we're very silly. I think I'm growing on them because I just laugh about everything. So we have 3 questions. Everybody know this is how this goes. We do icebreakers. So this week, Crystal sent a text and had me thinking hard. Question number 1: would you rather live with an ex-friend or an ex-lover? So since this is Crystal's question, she looking like, this is Crystal question. I made sure
She like, this is the first time she heard this.
No. I have her. I know what. Yeah. So mine would definitely be an ex friend. I'm not living with no ex lovers. I do not want to just miss and start playing footsie or catch feelings, or if he brings somebody by the house, then I'm mad about something. I'm not doing all that. Look, we need to split the stuff down the middle. If it's a friend, I know not to trust her, I know, or him, or whoever, and it's a friend, and that let's keep it friendly. But if it's an ex-lover, you run the risk of that ex-lover becoming a new lover, and I'm not doing that. I don't. Yeah. So that is my answer.
So I need some history, girl. Because I'm like, where did this question come from? Because then I was asking all kind of questions in my head. I was like, so why is the ex-friend my ex-friend? Like, usually we still can be friends. Even though we grew apart, like, what made you my ex-friend? Did you steal with my man? Did you steal my bank account? Like, what made you my ex? Because it takes a lot for us to break up with our, female friends. So I was like, I don't know, Crystal. But I'm definitely with you. So I might just go ahead and take the friend, because I can't do the ex, because again, like you said, he gonna be like, I seen that water glistening all over your body. You'll be like, boy, I just got, he gonna be on some other stuff sooner or later. So no, I can't. No. So I'm gonna go with the friend.
Yeah,
she didn't steal or do nothing bad.
I would go with ex-friend, because none of my friendships have ended badly where I can't live with them. It's just been kind of, we grown apart type of thing. So I would feel more comfortable with an ex-friend versus an ex-lover, because I don't know what angle the ex is coming from.
I totally agree. That's exactly my reason for doing it too. Like, if it's an ex-friend, we either have trust, or we know how each other used to be friends and everything. And if it's just mutually beneficial to save money, we know that that's the end result. I don't want what we thought was there or used to be there is now new again. I'm not doing that.
Well, anybody know me, it's gonna be hard for anybody to move in with me, because either you a family member, I'll be like, why me? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm still kind of like that's a hard question because even though it's supposed to be an icebreaker fun, I think I'm overthinking it because I'm like I'm still with Kimberly like with them and she just posted like an ex friend like what did she do because we don't normally we could have a friend again all the way from back in elementary days but we don't normally say that's our ex friend. She's our friend. We just don't kick it anymore.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly. You were doing your things, they were over there doing their thing, and next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, how are you doing? Long time no see." So,
Let's just assume she just hurt your feelings and y'all she you know I don't know. I can't think of what would make two females break up. Two, well, I'm gonna say females. Two ladies break up. So I think I'm overthinking it. So let's just move on to question number two. Good evening. I can't. I don't have my glasses on. So good evening. So question number two. What? So I picked this question because we have the beauty expert on the panel.
Oh
So
my goodness.
yes, beautiful Misha. Okay, so everyone, what's your favorite beauty tip? And also let us know in the comments. Share a beauty tip, so we can all just be beautiful.
Ooh, blend. That's always my thing is blending. That's how you get your flawless look because some people they don't want to be too cakey and all this other stuff. So yeah, one of my tips, I guess I'll grab my brush. But I always, if I'm highlighting, contouring, I always blend it, go back in and just dab with my foundation brush just to blend it out so it's more smooth and seamless. But a lot of people don't even wear foundation, so I don't know how many people that'll help. But that's my tip is just to blend, blend, blend.
mine would be my lips. I think that one of my favorite beauty tips is just the liner and then just mixing it with and that's a blend tip as well, is mixing it with some gloss, and you can turning a day look into a night look. That would be my favorite
Mhm.
beauty tip.
Um, so mine is, I guess, since I'm always in wigs, make sure you have on the proper stocking cap. There are some that have a wide band versus those little small bands. So when I shop for them on Amazon, I buy the ones with the wide bands, and that way it's not rolling and pulling your hair, and then missing your edges. And then on top of that, they have a wig grip. There's one now that it's like a plastic and it doesn't move and it has like the little I will have to find the name the next time I bring it and I'll just put it in the comments for you guys. But yeah, it's just the wig grip. There's two versions. Like today I have on a regular one where it has the part for the see-through part. But yeah, just make sure you're protecting your edges.
Girl, I'm so glad you said that because you know how they send wig caps with your wigs if you buy them online. I get some of them wig caps, they do not fit my head. And I'm like, why is this thing so tight? And it
Yeah, you
seems
don't
like
even
the
want to wear
same.
those because they basically gave you the basic. Even if you buy a high end wig, it's still those little
Mm-hmm,
small, bands. And then when it's
mm-hmm,
rolling up, if you were wearing it, multiple
mm-hmm.
times, then you're like, what happened to my edges?
Right.
And then you over there looking
Hello.
like Fred Sanford, you take it off when you finally when we get a booty. He gonna be like, where your hair at, girl?
And to go along with that, ladies, make sure you wrap your hair at night. Even if you're trying to be cute for your man, make sure you wrap your
Mhm.
hair at night. That's important,
And your silk pillowcase. I got my
Yes,
silk bonnet and my silk
yes.
pillowcase.
See,
Wrap
that's
your
see,
hair.
we giving out these beauty tips. Like I said,
Wrap
yeah,
your
you gotta
hair.
take care.
Wrap
And
your
people just
hair.
assume like, because I wear wigs all the time, like she probably don't have no hair up under it. No, I have very thick hair, but you still gotta take care of what's up under that hat. What I call it,
Yes.
a hat. You gotta make sure, like you
Why do
said,
people think that? That bothers me. Where it's like you wear a wig, you don't have hair. Then when they see your hair, why you wear a wig? Why you? It's like because I want to. That's what I like.
When I was in LA, and I remember this girl, she had the most beautiful hair, and she would lay it all down and put it up under a weave. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Mhm.
she's got this long, and it was a black woman, long, beautiful hair. And but then I realized that, well, her job, she was actually a stylist assistant, a hairstylist assistant. She was always moving, and she said I just needed it for a protective style. And now then I realized what she did, and I saw how she moved and how she worked, and I said, "There's no way that she could constantly be going and doing her hair." It was
So
just, yeah.
yeah, and I like variety. Okay, that's just the truth of the matter. Like, although my hair is very thick, it's hard to manage because, like I said, you'll be like, "Girl, where's your wrap at?" It's like the weather how we had today, that rain, and it wouldn't have. So I just like variety. So that's just the reason why I wear a wig, because I, like I said, I have a new team at work that I'm working with, and yesterday I had on the long, I think the brunette, and then they like, okay, Monday you had on beige. Today you purple. Yes. So that's the beauty tips. So Crystal, you said lips. So do you have anything that you do particular? Do you do the scrubs? Do you do like anything special?
No, I always do a liner. I do a full lip, and I'll really blend the liner first, and then I do a gloss over it. And also now that's what I did today. But I love color, so sometimes I just like to blend the colors. I'm
Yeah,
always
that
doing that.
liner makes it pop, because sometimes
Yeah, it makes it pop,
liner
or
wrong.
put some
I'm
gloss
like, no,
over
you
it.
gotta do that liner first, baby. And I
Yeah,
wait for Misha to bring that liner back, because I seen on her page when she said slide on like butter. But I'm
even
like,
when
okay, looking like,
and you know
okay,
what's funny? Even when I do the matte, even when I do like just the matte color, I like to gloss it. I just like something that makes it pop. I'll put some gloss over it too.
and I'm calling her
Mhm.
out because I like her products. So I'm gonna ask this question because I have a funny story. So, which celebrity did you have a crush on when you were growing up? You know, you was that little video thing, and you was just like your first little crush.
Ooh. I would say Usher. Usher, he was probably in his 20s at the time, and I was a little girl. But
So
yes,
wait. So
Usher.
you was watching that video when he was talking about confessions with his shirt off? You was like,
No, it was the "You Remind Me" when he
okay,
was with Chili. When he was with
okay.
Chili,
No,
he that's when I was like, oh
that
my
was when he had that shirt off where he was with Chili. Because I remember I was like,
god.
that was 2002 ish, and that's when I had first got
Hmm.
my big screen TV, and I was in the house like, so Misha, you was being.
Yeah, that was my man. I was like, yo, if I meet him, panties are on the ground, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. But then
Kimberly.
the allegations started coming out, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But
So I'm
yes,
looking
that
at
was it.
Kimberly, and she said, "Don't judge her." She said Lil Wayne. So when she was a little girl, she said Lil Wayne was her boo. I mean, because he do pull
That
all the girls. They say
lollipop
he's a
video.
sweetheart.
I said that lollipop video, a Millie, that yes, he had it then. With them little three dreads that's hanging on right now, no. That's not it.
So okay, I give it to you. You had good taste when you're a little. I always have to remember that you're a little younger. So yeah, you had good taste, but Usher was like, listen, I was like Usher at the concert, like Usher all day.
Yours is Usher too. Yours is Usher too. Kia?
No, because I'm
Okay.
older. Usher wasn't out when I was a little girl. I said little girl. See, I was
Right.
a grown woman. Listen, with Usher 2003, I was like early 20s. But I was at home and my new TV like, can we watch that again? So
I can't, Kimberly.
what she say? Oh, she going to be a lollipop. Kimberly is acting up tonight. Kimberly. Okay, so I'll go ahead. Crystal, do you need time or you want me to go ahead with mine?
I know mine.
Okay.
Jason Weaver. We can
Okay.
start Drumline, ATL, Jackson's Family
Hmm.
Values, Jason Weaver. Now he's in The Shy. He's got that Salt and Pepper now going on. Yeah, Jason Weaver. I know
So
mine.
my
I was
guy
gonna
said she's
say,
old. Yeah, so he's a Jason.
yeah,
He's a cute little
yeah.
chocolate boy.
He's chocolate. It would have been like Brandon Adams from Sandlot or something like that. But Jason Weaver definitely, yeah.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have the youngest in the comments trying to figure this one out. So,
Simba.
Simba.
okay, so listen. True story. So guys, I remember you guys. I told you I grew up in a very religious household where we were not allowed to listen to music. We were not allowed to watch,
Mm-hmm.
television. So,
Same.
in my 10th grade year, so that was like probably like 92. So 92, I went to go visit my aunt in Colorado. So at my aunt's house, it was anything goes, because my mama not here. So my stepfather not here. So whatever, I'm watching TV. So I was introduced. Don't y'all laugh. Drum roll. So my first crush was MC Brains. Most of y'all probably don't remember him, but he was like the guy that sung Uchi Coochie La La La, Uchi Coochie La La La. So that was the song. Like I was in love. He was the first guy he was a cute. Y'all can laugh. Google him. He was cute. No, it was 92. So I was like, oh my gosh, that is my boo. So just like, so that was my first crush. So me and Will Ford, we should crack it up. That was
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so. Listen, so he just followed me this week on Instagram.
What?
So what's so funny was, okay, see, it's like, whoa.
You look like Albie Shore.
So y'all some haters.
Okay, I see it.
So listen, but no, I was okay. 92. I was sheltered. He was the first artist, so I didn't, that he was the one. Whatever video station came on during that time, he was the first guy I seen. So I was like in Colorado, like that is my girl crush. Now when I came back to Detroit, they was like, "Oh, that ain't popping over here." And then that's when I started. My new crush was KC from Jodeci. Don't judge me still, but KC was knocking them tunes out. So regardless of what he was looking like, KC was how bad did.
Mine was Devontae. And another one of mine was Devontae.
Yeah,
definitely Devontae. Yeah.
Another one of mine was Busta Rhymes. And I remember Busta, how them dreads, that body, he had it going on in the 2000s. But my dad caught me.
Didn't he get with Wendy?
Wendy Williams?
Didn't he? Didn't she try
No.
That was oh gosh, now you're gonna make
Method
me.
Man? No, it wasn't Method Man, was it?
It was it was Rakim. It was Rakim. That was with Wendy.
I thought she tried to get with Busta too. Okay, well maybe I'm wrong. Okay.
No. But my dad walked in on me watching Busta Rhymes, Janet Jackson, What's It Gonna Be? If you saw that, he's like, what are you watching? Turn it off now. But I used to sneak and listen to Busta Rhymes, and he had some crazy videos, but that was like my guilty pleasure. Like I liked him because I wasn't supposed to like him.
Another one of mine was definitely Ronnie DeVoe. I like the one.
Oh, that was my boo.
Yeah, I love me some Ronnie DeVoe.
So
no eyebrows having Ronnie DeVoe. Yeah, Ronnie DeVoe. Yes.
So I could go way back. So now I don't know what. Okay, so who music I snuck and listened to? Because remember I told you, okay, it was a certain type of situation. But why was Teddy Pendergrass my boo? So I had to be real young when he was my boo, and when he had that accident, I was like, I was up like, oh my God, did y'all say on the news Teddy had an accident? Then when you found out what the rumor was, you're like, oh Lord, why? When you got older, it was like, that's bad. Oh. But that, I don't know what I knew about Teddy that's I don't know. But my grandma was over there saying Teddy. I don't know. I had the biggest crush on Teddy Pendergrass when I was a little bitty little thing.
Luda was another one. Definitely, I like me some Luda. Definitely.
Okay, y'all telling y'all ages over here, because I'm like Luda, okay. I done told my age when I said MC Brains. Y'all like 90s. Ooh. Okay, then y'all probably trying to
I was like, you see him?
How old is she?
He's a handsome guy. No, but I was more side-eyeing Kimberly reviews saying what's his name? Little Wayne. But I don't judge. I don't judge. He's a cute.
So let's go ahead and just jump into this
yes.
pillow talk. Cause see, we were scared. Okay, we gotta give our people in the audience a name. So we gotta figure out something. So what do y'all think is a cute little name for y'all? Because we don't want to just keep saying the commenters or whatever. So let's just think about that.
Think about that.
But we was talking.
I don't like the name I just came up with. So let's think about it. I was gonna say our little night owls, but I was like, no.
They are our little night owls. We be up, cracking jokes at 10 o'clock on a Friday night. So I mentioned pillow talk. So first, the ladies, we were like, oh, we don't really have anything to talk about for a whole hour. But pillow talk is some kind of, interesting stuff. Because, what do you guys think about pillow talk? Should you be sharing your girlfriend's conversations with your man? Because you know how, the Bible do say when two are joined, they are one. But does that mean that pillow talk? Should you have to tell your girl, but don't go home and tell Bob? Do you have to lie? Or should that be just automatically known? And even if your girl tell you, do you trust that she's not going to still go like, ooh, Bob, ooh, let me tell you. So let's just talk about some pillow talk, because I have my ex used to tell me all the juicy pillow talk. And I'll be up there at the barbecue looking like, ooh. And I still never told, but I was not that wife. So really where I got this conversation from was I was watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. And one of the ladies on the show, we try to keep reality show TV out of it because a lot of you guys don't watch it. But it was like, if your man shares something with you, that doesn't mean you go out and be telling the whole world. So that was what my problem was. Like, did she just tell the pillow talk? You can't. You broke the code, sis. There's no excuse around that. And what do you guys think? Come on, Misha, with it. I'm just ready to talk about this pillow talk.
My first run in with pillow talk was basically my dude was telling me about his friend. He basically had a girl back home in a different state, but he had a girl that was with him who had a kid, and he was taking care of her and the kid with a woman back home that he's promising he's going to marry. So I was like, what? Like, it was like this moment of like, what, really? But then I kind of felt like I did not in the moment. In the moment, I just felt like he's spilling the tea with me. Like, it felt good. But after a while, you start to get that like birds of a feather. So if your friend is doing dirt, then what are you doing? So I want to ask y'all that. So have you ever had any pillow talk? And it's like you looking at him like, if you got friends doing that, then what are you doing?
Then you start side-eyeing him like, okay, what else is going on that's happening? So the same with me. So my ex, when we were pillow talk, there was a girl at his work that was pregnant, but I knew the girl. Like, we had like hung out and everything, and I knew that she was pregnant by somebody else at work. And he said, yeah, but she's saying it's this guy's, but it might be so and so's. It might be I'm gonna give another because I know the name that it might be. So I'm trying to give another. It might be Will's, but she said that it's Joseph's, and the girl's having twins, a boy and a girl. And I'm like, wait, what? And he said, oh yeah. But at the same time she was messing with him, she was also messing with Will. And I said, wait, what? So, and the girl, we were watching the girl like. she's pregnant, and she's just got twins, and yeah, she was messing with the two guys at work at the same time. I was like, okay, so now I'm like, what else is going on at that job? Like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, kid.
I'm just laughing because you said birds of a feather flock together. Like that's some it be much with the guy that used to tell me all the pillow talk. I think he got pleasure out of it. You know how they say guys? I think guys gossip just as much as us, and they be have to tell somebody because they be like, "Why are you telling me this stuff?" Like some stuff, I'll be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like these. Yeah, I think he got pleasure out of it. So yeah, but what do you do when they tell you something when you know the girl, or like say it was one of his guy friends, and you know his wife or girl, and it's some crazy like stories, and you might be friends with her, and you don't want to tell her like, girl, your man lost his rabbit mind. Cause what? Okay, true story. One guy, y'all remember the show Cheater? So again, I'm aging myself. Remember the show? I think it still come on, but it's like nobody watches it. So the guy wanted to take his wife on Cheaters. I was like, so he's like, the guy don't even seem like that type. He was like, I know she cheated on me. The stories like that he was coming up in his head, it was just so over the top. And I'm looking like, I know she wouldn't tell me nothing like that, if she was cheating, because she know that, that I'm married to, how the situation, I'm married to his friend or whatever. But I was like, this is crazy. Like, I wanted them so bad to tell her, like, do you know, cheating was about to jump off the bed on you? Why are you looking like that, Crystal? Because it was crazy. And I was like, where's he getting this from?
Because sometimes I'll be like, I'm going to be watching this show because I used to watch Cheaters, and I'm like, what if I find somebody on here that I know? Like, I just...
No, he never went on there. So my ex told him that it's not a good idea, but he was ready to call the show because he was going overboard. So my pillow talk was, he was telling me all these things, and I'm like, okay, even if I did know something, I wouldn't tell you, because I know now you're trying to get information from me to go back and tell him, like, no, yeah, she is cheating or whatever. But I'm like, okay, like, this is a bit extreme. Like, the pillow talk was like, the story just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger every time we would have pillow talk about this couple. And I was like, so I'm looking at her because we're friends, and she's telling me about stuff. I'm like, girl, sometimes I did think, like, is she leaving out pieces? Like, because I'm trying to think why this man is he going crazy? Like, it was funny, Crystal, because
that's how y'all end up on ID channel. Like, it's just she's like, the story just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It was the pillow talk just kept getting. I can't
juicier, basically.
I can't know if they watch it, but he was making up stories about like pregnancies and all kinds of stuff. He was like, I don't think the baby man.
I'm mad at you. Did you write any of this down? Is this in the book? And look.
They would probably know it's them. But it was so funny because I'm sitting there like, how can you be friends with someone? And she was a nice girl. And I was just sitting there looking like, are you? Then I'm thinking about her, like, is she had two sides? Because like maybe she's one person when she's around me, but another person, because like, why would he just be coming out the woodwork? Because he seems like a reasonable guy.
It'd be the nice ones. It'd be the nice ones.
Yeah, but that pillow talk was juicy. I was like, it was some juicy pillow talk.
Go ahead, kid. Or Misha, sorry.
Yeah, when it comes to pillow talk, I just feel like you have to know, like, the person, and the level of tea you have, if they can handle it or not. So I think it depends on that, because some stuff you like, nope, I'm not even, because I've had those moments where I'm like, I'm not even gonna tell him, because he gonna bring it up as soon as he see her, he gonna say something. So I'm like, nope. But how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like your friends should know everything, or your partner should know everything, like, or do you just base it off the person?
I base it off the person. Absolutely. I don't feel like my friends should know everything. I believe some friends can take some information and they know how
Mhm.
to deliver it. And some friends, I might trust one friend with all the information, and the other friend I won't trust all with all the information. But and going back to pillow talk, some men are more bigger gossips than women. They think that women are gossips.
So true.
Look,
That's what
look,
I'm
these
saying.
men.
That's what I think they need to get it off their chest. Now I ain't gonna even lie. You supposed to journal down stuff, write stuff down. But y'all know some tea. You be like, I gotta tell somebody. So who better
Right.
than your spouse? You be like, dude, let me tell you what Misha did. Misha just said, like she came home and her man was hanging from the swing. It be so much. You be like, I gotta tell somebody.
Not the
Now
sweet.
that you can tell us, Misha, if that is happening. Like now.
Now, y'all know I'm telling the truth. You be like, oh, I know I should be telling this, but I gotta tell somebody other than my journal. I
Right.
can't believe
When
such a
I
such.
was okay, one of my first jobs back in the day, and the manager was sleeping with one of the workers. And I think, as a matter of fact, like I said, this was one of my first jobs. It was McDonald's, but the manager was sleeping with one of the workers, and I was telling one of my best friends, and she's a best friend to this day, and come to find out, another worker was telling her the information too. I thought it was funny. The other when our mutual friend found out that my friend Tina was just keeping all this information. I'm telling her, and then she's telling her, and so like she's keeping all this information. I thought it was the funniest thing that I'm supposed to be keeping all this stuff a secret. That this girl who's thinks of me as like a close friend is telling all these stories about her dating the manager, and then I'm going and I'm telling my friend Tina. And I thought it was the funniest thing. Our mutual friend was like just so upset that Tina's hiding, just holding all this information. I'm like, look, are you kidding me? Why are you upset? Like you're going back and you're telling the same person. But yeah, mm-mm. You gotta sometimes you gotta tell. Like I can't believe this is happening. Yeah,
Yeah, but then you think your spouse is somebody that you can trust. Because you be like, okay, we like intimate, we in this, we chilling. Yeah, I gotta just tell you because I gotta tell somebody because it's like burning over. The tea is just running over. It's just like somebody gotta know.
you gotta
So
trust that
do you
person.
think no, but I'm just saying, but if you knew that like because I'm sure if you have a friend that's married or whatever, and like you didn't give her that disclosure, like, okay, please keep this secret, she going home and tell her man, and even if you tell her it's probably a secret, she probably not, don't you tell nobody, because Kia told me don't tell nobody, but I gotta tell you. Because when y'all know when that tea be juicy, we be telling somebody other than our journal and Jesus. Like,
So
so
I
is
want
that
to ask y'all. So I want to ask y'all, have you ever had a friend spill the pillow talk to your partner or vice versa?
we
Have I ever
thinking?
had a friend spill the pillow talk to my partner or no?
So I was thinking like pillow talk is more so with you and your partner. So I'm just saying, you said so maybe just other talk like that, y'all like secret stuff, and she tell your mate about it. Okay. Um, if they did, I don't think they ever told me. I mean, that he was good at keeping, I guess, under wrap. Maybe he was building a case. I've never been, made aware of something that one of my friends have said.
I have
No.
one situation. I was dating a dude. He was basically lying about not having social media. He claimed social media was drama. He don't mess with social media, but he was on every single account, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. He was everywhere. So my friend found him, and she found him on a dating site, on a Snapchat and a dating site. So I told her, just don't say nothing. I'm gonna talk to him about it when I talk to him about it. And she's like, okay. As soon, I think they were around each other for maybe an hour, and it was like vomit in the mouth. Like, well, do you have a Snapchat? Are you still on dating sites? Well, what is this here? Like, she did this whole exposure type of thing, and I'm sitting there like, I told you, I got it. So that was like my situation dealing with that. But yeah, it was a lot.
She didn't even try to launch an investigation. You were like, I got it, and she just went
It's
off.
like she
Yeah.
did the investigation on her own and was like, now it's mine. Now I'm the head FBI agent and I get to take him to jail. It was crazy.
That is so
Ooh.
funny. That's not happened to me. And now I'm sitting there thinking like, didn't nope. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I had a situation where it was the pillow talk wasn't really serious to me. You know how
Mhm.
I like to joke. I be just saying stuff sometimes. So it was a situation where um the ex was friends with someone. He was, you know how guys be friends and then it's a small world. So he was friends with a guy that was friends with one of my friends' ex. So it was like, how you even in this story, girl? You over there spreading tea on something that ain't even got nothing to do with you. Why you over there talking to her? So
Mhm.
he's telling me like, old boy over there, he can't never do his work because he always got girls at around or whatever. So I needed a guy. I wanted to hire the guy. So I'm like, dang. And again, it wasn't like I was trying to be messy and spill tea. I mean, I was being messy because I was didn't have to throw that little shade. And I was throwing shade, but I wasn't trying to tell his business. I was like, dang, he don't want this money because he always, but I was a little younger. I was like, he always went over there with all them little girls or whatever. He need to be trying to make this money. So I'm not trying to tell her like, oh, he messing with somebody or this and that or whatever. So she go back and tell the other girl that want him. They broke up. Like, yeah, he got all the girls over there, da 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 da. And then she didn't even do. Other girl couldn't even get my name right because she called me Kaya or something. Girl, my name is Kia. That shows that we not friends. So dudes be different. So when dudes come and check a dude, they be like kind of like aggressive. So he came up to my dude and was like, your woman named Key, cause she running her mouth about stuff she don't even know da 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 da. And then he like called me like, I almost went the way he approached me about, so now you got a whole about to have a fight between two dudes because you running your mouth about something that I was just kind of like throwing shade to. And her and the girl wasn't even close like that. So it was like, why is you telling her, like, yeah, he's seeing somebody else now? Girl, them be random hood rats that be over there. She didn't even have nothing to worry about if she really wanted to get with him. But it was mad crazy because I was like upset. So after that, I called and checked her. I was like, if you put me in a situation and then you put my dude in a situation because the type of dude he is, he not gonna let no dude come to him talking crazy. And then he looking like, I'm confused. Like, what? Kaya? What's her name? So that was a bad experience for me.
I no, go ahead, Misha.
No, I was just telling you you're muted. You look like you were talking on
No,
mute.
see on here, I no, no, I don't have a story. Go ahead.
Now, Penelope number 5, she said something about Tamar's mama from the Braxtons mentioning all her tea to one of her female friends, and then she ended up she took her man. So sometimes like your family members can tell your tea at the Thanksgiving dinner.
Mhm.
That talk, whatever. Because I've had exes, family members tell a tea, at Thanksgiving dinner.
That yes, that has
Mm.
happened. Yeah, then they just start telling all your business. That's not stuff you. And the thing is, at Thanksgiving dinner, I don't know these people. I see these people once a year. That's not something I want to be talking about. Yeah,
So no,
exactly.
yeah, pillow talk is like one of the things I think is different for guys. So when the women be like I said, even though guys like to gossip, Crystal, I said I think they like to get their TV piping for them. But it's when it becomes confrontational or whatever, or outside, because I think when they tell us, it's like, okay, I'm trusting you with this information because I like to gossip too. Let's have this, pillow talk. But it's not our duty to run outside the bedroom or the house and tell the tea. So that's when I think the confusion come in, is because women, we can be messy. And so now you including other people in the situation. And I think that's why that other situation blew up on television, was because he like, who, like, why tell your wife to like shut up. Because even she knows the tea, you ain't supposed to tell the tea. Like I said, all the tea that I know, like I know all the tea about my ex's friends, all of them. So if anyone watching, I know your tea. So so it's just, but he didn't even have to tell me not to tell. I just knew not to tell. It was the code. And like I said, the tea about the other guy, he didn't tell me that. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. Like, okay, I'm trying to get this job done, and I just need you to do this work. But the real juicy pillow talk, I had enough common sense. So, ladies, do you think that we just playing like we just slow on the pickup, or we just gotta tell you take that pillow talk outside the house, or you being messy and taking a chance of causing confusion?
I think we try to be slow on the pickup, but we figure it out pretty quick, and we know who we should say something to and who we shouldn't, and who we don't say something to. I think that's what it is. I think so. And this is not pillow talk, like you said. Pillow talk is between a man and when your friend or your man tell you something, and then or you tell him something, right? But this was one of my close friends, and she's passed away now. But we found out that a mutual friend was a swinger. And yeah, we were all at this event, and I know I'm trying to remember what was it? Was it were we in We were in Vegas. We
What's
all
going
had
on in Atlanta streets?
in
Was
Vegas.
California streets or the Atlanta streets?
Well, so she's with this club. She goes with this club, and they travel. So my friend Z was she was sitting there, and she was like talking to this girl that we hadn't met before, and she's like, "Hey, where's?" I'll give her a different name. Where's I really want to say the right name. That's the sad thing.
See, y'all, I'm gonna tell you why she's trying to make up a new name. It's so hard not to slip on this show.
Where's Mary? Where's Mary? Where's we're like, oh, she's over there. She just got off the dance floor, and she's like, oh, I really wanted to talk to her. I really wanted to find out when the next event is. And we're like, oh, what event? And so she's like, oh, we're all part of this group. And she tells to this girl that we had just met the day before, we're all a part of this swingers group that goes, and we travel to different states. The next one's gonna be in Atlanta, and we're like, oh, do tell. Like you said, we pretend like we're just like finding out this information, but we're like, oh,
now I ain't gonna even lie, because I'm calling Misha as soon as I get the car. Y'all better not let me have y'all take.
So my friend Z was like, okay, oh, okay. So she comes over to me. I'm over at the table, and she's like, Crystal, guess what I just found out? And so, and I said, really? And she said, oh yeah, girl, I was like, oh, do tell. And so she just acted like she was just like she just knew all of this information. And so, yeah, the girl just spilled everything.
Oh, Krista, was that tea just boiling over? Like, you just like, no, for real. Like, I'm not a busybody, but that's that tea.
That's that tea. That's that tea that you're just like, oh, okay.
What do you want me to do with this? Like, tea, you'll be like, what? Why? Why me?
Where am I supposed to?
Well, that's what I said to Z. I said, "Were you like, what the hell?" And she said, "Oh no." I was like, "Oh really? Do tell?" Because this girl was kind of sometimes she gets an attitude, and like she was just sometimes kind of annoying. So we were like, "Oh, so this is your secret life? Okay, mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah."
Now I'm gonna tell you the tea that you can't really tell is the one that be like about like real close, like the family members. Like friends is a little bit different because whatever. But that tea that you be sharing about your family members because it makes it like difficult when you have to go to those family functions. Because I know like the ex. He couldn't get over certain stuff. Then you'd be like, why? See, I'm just trying to tell you. I had to tell somebody you my other half, but you be switching up. You gotta pretend like you don't know. Don't be.
No, because I would not want to be like you just said, standing there at Thanksgiving dinner, just like picking up, scooping up the macaroni and cheese with his mama or something like that, or like, or his wife or whoever. I would not want to be doing that and knowing that he got a baby mama down the street. Uh,
Ooh, child.
That's what
right.
I'm saying. All the tea you don't be really want to know because some tea is not good tea, or you be like, I don't want to be privy to that.
Have
No.
y'all ever experienced the double standard though in Pillow Talk where it's like when you share your tea, you gossiping, stay out there in folks' business. But when it's him, he's like, listen, like he was like he's ready to go and spill it. And I'm like, don't come over here gossiping.
Yep,
You
yep. I'm with you, Misha. Because like my I'm gonna call him out. The husband, you like, how's that your business? Why you all like what they got to do with you? It got to do with me because I'm telling you. But you telling me all the tea. How about that?
I would be like, well, then don't tell me then. Just don't tell me then, because now I'm interested. Now I really want to know.
Yeah, so I
Mhm.
think they don't consider it gossiping because it's called gossiping, okay? Because like I said, dudes be gossiping. I guess I think they get some excitement out of it, but they don't want to call it
Right.
gossip. But that's what it is when you come and be like, "Ooh, Craig, that ain't his baby, or he got a baby over on the west side." You be like, "Okay."
Child.
So they be want to tell. So I don't know. So pillow talk, like I said, I would be mad. Like I think what you don't know, it don't hurt. So you know what I'm saying? Like if he told, like if somebody, if you, Misha, if your boo, you got a boo, and I tell you some crazy stuff, then you have pillow talk. As long as he don't switch up on me, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And he
Mhm.
else, because again. But when you got that person that that, like, if your spouse is messy, so I believe that the exes knew that I wouldn't spill the tea. Like, okay,
Right.
I'll take it to my grave. Now, it might end up in a book, under some fictitious characters, but
Well, let's go here in my Kia voice. So, have you ever had pillow talk with your dude, and now he don't like your friend? Now he's like, I don't want you hanging out with her. She a hoe. She this. She that. So you can't hang around her no more. So does that like stop you from having the pillow talk, or like, what do you do now?
so y'all get me in trouble all the time. Every time y'all get me in trouble. So we was having pillow talk. So I was like telling one of the exes about one of my friends, some stuff that she was doing. So he was like, so you telling me you ain't never kissed her? You ain't never did nothing with her? And I'm like, no, whatever. He's like, well, you need to stop hanging with her because it's something like whatever. So I'm like, no, that's my friend. I'm just trying to tell you this pillow talk. This pillow. He was like, no. He was like, I don't want, that's, something ain't right with that. It's muddy in that water. And so, yeah, he was kind of like, had issues with the friendship because he was like, I don't believe that y'all just friends. And it was just like, he didn't like the tea. And I'm like, no, she just, she was a little, wow. But that's my friend. But he didn't really care for her. It was two of my exes that didn't care for her particularly. And so, I don't know.
That's the reverse. It's happened to me. Whereas my ex went out on a boys' night, with all his dudes, and got back and he told me that, yeah, John was out, but I know John's got a wife at home, but he's hugged up and with another girl, and he's kissing all over this other girl, and he's hitting on every girl in the club and all of this stuff. They weren't at a club. They were at a cigar bar. They were at a cigar bar. And so I was like, oh, okay. So how often you so then that makes me think, so how often so you going so John join y'all next time? Because you just don't know. And I'm not even that much of a jealous person, but when I know that he is got a wife at home, but and then he's doing a lot when they go out, I'm just like, yeah, you just never know if your man's gonna get mixed up in that kind of mix and that type of stuff. That's what I
Yeah,
was
like I said, I do think that people, like you said, when we talked about earlier, that guilty by association, birds of a feather flock together. Like all your friends can't be just like out here, just go flying to Vegas with their
Right.
mistress, and you the only one that's just the good guy. So that is something to take note if he's giving you
Mhm.
all his friends pillow talk and be like John has a condo, or uh Craig is over there putting assets in another bank account. You be like,
Mhm. That's so true. That's very
interesting.
true.
So you
You
do take note of the type of pillow talk that your dude is sharing, because like I said, hey, I tell y'all, when you break up, people change. People, they probably already been that way. It was just disguised in the center they representative, but when the breakup, they that's when they become the Johns and the Craigs, the ones they was telling you the pillow talk about. So I agree, health and wealth and health, that men are messy too. I think they're probably messier than us, honestly. We just call it what it is. We be like, yep, it is this, but they be trying to disguise it and then talk about us, like Misha said. Oh,
mhm.
Misha is so like, you so why you all in their business, Misha? You need to mind your business. You got other stuff. You got, your beauty business. You got this going on. You ain't got time to be worrying about Crystal and her mess. What she want? Yeah, like what's but even like pillow talk, like my ex, I be on the phone talking to Crystal, man, in my business, all in another room. What you and Crystal in there talking about? Y'all in there gossiping again. Why? It was my time. Don't you got something productive to do? Evidently, you want this pillow talk, because why was you over? Dude, that's what I'm saying. Dudes be messy too, because I remember,
Right.
like, why is you worried about what I was on the phone talking about? That's my
Mhm.
phone, my business.
Right. If you don't want to hear it, then you should have no problem with somebody else hearing it.
That's all y'all do is gossip. Okay, because you want the tea too. Y'all just do it elsewhere when y'all working on cards or playing basketball or whatever y'all do for y'all hobbies. That's when y'all talk
Mhm.
about y'all stuff. So, mm-mm.
So, but you're right though. Going to play basketball with my boys, that's another code for pillow talk. That's another type.
Yes, they telling that stuff. They be when they playing cards, whether it's the whatever, they be telling. So I don't know.
Mhm.
We just, like I said, more open. I just think that it should be, when you do the pillow talk, you have to make sure that your mate is not messy. So that's like I said, if your boo Misha, if you was going around telling all his business, breaking up homes and stuff, I mean the homes already broke up, but you the one who said something, he should be like, you know what, Misha, I can't
So
tell you anything else.
Penelope just asked a question. Do you see that? Has anyone spilled some um, info on a person that you were talking to on the phone, and you thought you pressed the button to hang up the phone, but they overheard you talking about them? I have. Have
You
y'all
have
done that?
You
Krista.
I have not.
know what I did one time is someone sent me a picture and I screenshotted it and I accidentally sent it back to them and not to the person that I meant to send it
Oh, messy Misha.
to. And so then I had to play it off. I tried to play it off like, oh, you look so nice. I really like this picture. This picture right here. I really like this one. Like I was trying to play it off.
I cannot with you, Misha. You said the wrong person. I tell people all the time, be careful with this new technology because you will
Right.
accidentally. I be moving. Listen, I be so paranoid. I be moving my phone. Be looking like, okay, make sure it's hung up. Okay, let me go.
You got to pay attention. Don't be distracted because you will get. I didn't send some stuff to my mama that was meant for somebody else. So it's
Wait,
you got to
wait.
pay attention.
Now it didn't happen to. I didn't do it, but my aunt. I think she does it on purpose because she like secretly want to cuss us all out. So when she be hanging up, she make like she don't know that she didn't hang up. And she's like, "You about stupid? I can't stand your."
Oh
I
my
heard that.
God.
I remember one year that her and my mom was beefing for about the whole winter season because my mama heard her when she said it. She was like, "She just wanted to know I heard you." So y'all gotta be careful. Now, okay, so we being silly. So we moving out to pillow talk. So have you ever just like somebody like forgot to hang up their phone and they accidentally called you? Have you listened to the whole message trying to make sure they didn't say nothing about you?
My parents, okay, so I went day drinking one time, and I guess they had text me, but I was so out there day partying, I didn't realize I had butt dialed them.
Your parents?
So, yes. So I'm drunk. I'm having a good time. I'm not doing nothing crazy, but when you're drunk, you talk loud. I don't know why you talk louder when you're drunk. It's like you can't hear. So I don't know.
Your sound dropped again, Misha. Your sound dropped.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Can you hear me now?
Doing good. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. So, like I was saying, I don't know what it is about being drunk, but it seemed like you talk louder. Like it's almost like you yelling, like you can't hear. So that's what was happening. I don't think I was talking about nothing bad, but by how I was talking, you can tell I was tore up. So I pick up my phone and it says 21 minutes, 59 seconds. I'm like, so I immediately hang it up and they're like, we just want to check on you. We want to make sure you're okay. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. But yeah, they sat there and listened to what my drunk self had to say.
You really didn't even remember anything that you said, neither. You just talking.
I don't think it was nothing inappropriate, but if you heard like the tone of my voice, and I'm pretty sure my speech was slurred and all that stuff. So you knew I was torn up.
So with your parents, they probably were like, okay, we try to get the address. They probably know how to use the GPS stuff. And they were like, oh Lord, we know that's Misha. Okay, do we need to call? Okay, we gotta make sure that nobody's kidnapping her. So you was about to have a heart attack.
But I was like, Mama, you sat there for 21 minutes and listened.
My mother would do the same thing though. Let me just let me know you're safe. Like, oh Lord.
So Penelope is the one who brought this up. So we want to know what you said on the phone that was so bad that you had to go buy lunch at Red Robin's and order 3 drunken lemonades.
I do. I really want to know, Penelope.
Like we want to know that you don't put us all in the tea now. Yeah. Mama trying to hear all the tea, wealth and health. I'm nosy like that. So anybody, if you leave me a voicemail and you accidentally thought, I don't know, like some people be when they don't leave voicemails, and so when they realize that you're not, especially I do this when I'm in the car, but I'm in there by myself. So when you hear the beep, and then you just be like, oh, okay, I'm not about to leave you a voicemail. And you don't hang up, but this thing is still recording. So sometimes people do that, but I am that chick. I'm gonna listen. I want to hear what you saying. You forgot to hang up the phone. I want to know. Now I think my feelings would be hurt if I heard something wrong. You'd be like, I remember my ex. He listened to. I was at work and I butt dialed. He was listening. I'm like, did you hear anything interesting while you was on the phone? Like you said, Misha, for 21 minutes and 20. You just sit there like. on lunch.
You hear me doing accounting on the phone? Like you hearing that's boring. But you just now
Must
you
have been
nosy.
listening. I don't even know what we was having random, like you said, probably girl talking. He was having his own pillow talk because it wasn't nothing like that day that I don't know if he was trying to see if I was cheating with somebody on the job. I don't know because I don't know why he would listen for 20, like all that long time, the whole lunch break almost.
Mm-mm.
Yes, that tea be. But I tell y'all, like that tea. Since we talking about tea, I just that tea that be piping.
Right.
I like that piping tea.
You gotta tell it. I don't know if y'all are like me. If it's too good, I just keep replaying it and replaying it and replaying it in my head. Like, okay, I gotta tell somebody because I'm not gonna be able to do nothing
So
till I
this is
tell
what I
somebody.
do. So some of my friends don't like communicate with each other. I know that they'll never be at a party together. So I might tell Crystal some stuff about somebody that, might be in, here or somewhere else that I know she probably never bump heads with or whatever, run into. Because sometimes, like you said, you gotta tell, but some tea just be too much. And I'll be like, why me? Like,
Right.
or will you figure out some stuff and you'll be looking like, I just figured the case out. And then when they
You put
confirm,
2 and 2 together.
like, oh,
Yes.
That is so true. When you're just sitting there and you're just watching, because sometimes I would just be watching, like, oh hell, I just figured this out, and it just be so much. You gotta tell somebody.
or to like see them be the ones like, and the ones that I don't like when somebody be sleeping together that ain't supposed to be sleeping together, and you figure it out at the birthday party or somewhere, or you be at the like Thanksgiving dinner, you be like, they went out to the car. He came back in.
They went out to
I
the
don't
car at
like
the
that.
same
I don't like
time,
that tea.
but then they walked in a minute and one after the other. Okay.
Girl, I'd be ready to sign up for the FBI. I'm like, I'm good.
I'm good.
I need to
Then
get
when
paid.
it's confirmed, you'll be like, I should have just minded my business, minded my business. Because I was like talking to someone, and the tea, was I heard a girl in the background. So this is a family member. And I'm like, who is that girl in the background? I'm acting like I'm his girl. I'm like, who is that girl? Just asking you, do you want some ice cream? Why? Why she asking you, she wants some ice cream? Don't she know you got a girl? And then he come back to my son. Yeah, I had that ice cream. Why? So I didn't want that tea. So
Sometimes it just be so good. We just, we want to launch our own investigation.
So we a little dead tonight. We like.
I know.
I'm not dead, but it's been a rough week. So, like I said, I had, some corporate America stuff going on. I was a little tired, but we do have some tea. She said it was her husband on the phone. Okay.
But I do think, as far as spilling the tea, it's been. I think that the men they really want to spill the tea. Like they are more of the bigger gossips than we are. That's what I've seen, that the men be the biggest gossips.
Well, my disclosure is, y'all know I write books. I write stories. So if you don't want your story in a book, don't be my friend. Because it might be a whole twist on it because I do embellishments. But listen, some stuff be just too juicy. Yeah, I think they be want to tell me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, why do people like 2 people in the last couple of days, like, I got these stories I want to tell you. Like, why?
That's so funny. Like when people tell me stories, I say, I gotta write this down. I gotta write the script about this. This is hilarious. So don't be telling us if y'all don't want it to show up you don't want a scenario to show up somewhere.
So in closing, what do we guys have? I know to the people that's in the audience, I know a lot of us are watching Ready to Love. So I know you guys are doing a live tomorrow. So can you tell the people what time is your live for Ready to Love?
Our live is actually Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday
Okay,
at
so you,
6. Sunday at
so
6
you,
p. 3 o'clock PST, 6 o'clock Eastern. Uh, and but then Misha, you're going live with Kamisha, right?
Yes, you're gonna be there too, right?
Yes, she was supposed to reach out to
Okay.
me, so hopefully, yes, she reached
Okay,
out.
yeah. So me and Crystal are supposed to be on Kamisha Reviews tomorrow morning. That's 9:45 my time, but that's
And
12:45
12:45.
Eastern,
Right.
your time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're supposed to be doing that tomorrow for Ready to Love. We have our review, just me and Crystal, on Sunday for Ready to Love at 3 p.m. Then I'll be joining Quet. She's a new YouTuber that I found out about. I really love her content, but I'll be on her channel at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I believe, on Sunday, but I'll put that on my community tab if anyone wants to join. We'll be talking about choosing well as far as the men we date. And so, yeah, I'll be doing that. Oh, yeah, and we have our Married at First Sight review every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, that's it.
Y'all, like I said, I was joking, but I'm serious. We might need to bring some libations for next week, for next Wednesday night. So bring your favorite libation, and I don't know. I think we might need to have Candace the therapist or somebody come in for next week. I'm not sure. Oh goodness. So yeah, we might need to have something special for next Thursday for the Michaela of it all. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
the men's panel is on and popping. These guys they're most of all they're enjoying themselves and they're loving it. So and you guys are loving it. So I'm actually gonna be doing several shows on the men's panel. Um, yeah, I've got two ideas that I'm working with. So stay tuned for that title. And the men really like for you guys to ask them questions. So come with your questions. You can DM me or send me an email as for your questions. And I'm also getting Chris Natha is scheduled because she is going to be joining me for the Challenge of Forgiveness probably next week. So that's all I have for now. But oh, and then our kind of people, Melanated Magic, y'all, please keep watching that show. We got to keep that show in rotation along with some other black shows that really need us to get behind them so they can keep going. That's it for now.
so I just want to remind you guys that just drop in the chats the other topics that you would like us to have girl talk about. It's just basically three women getting together, just talking about stuff that we normally talk about. Like tonight we switched up the conversation and took it another direction. But yeah, anything that you want to talk about, because we're gonna think about a name for you guys. If you think of a name, drop it in the comments. Also, you can email Crystal. She can drop my email in there also, because I don't want to overwork Crystal, because she's got films coming out and stuff. So let me drop my name. She can copy it. Hold on. Ooh, where I lost y'all. Wait a minute. Okay. Technology. So I'm kia.simone@yahoo.com, but I'll let Crystal drop it in the comments. So again, if you come up with a name for the people in the comments, send us an email. If you come up with some other topics, drop it in the emails. If you're not, in the comments while we're live. Also, so I'm just trying to keep a low profile because Crystal keep trying to get me to get this book. So the weird thing is, I am not a ghostwriter. So I've had two people approach me this week to me, I got a story to tell. And I'm like, I'm not a ghostwriter. I am a fiction writer that got an imagination that loves to embellish. But I'm trying to get refocused. So what I'm doing is really CMK as my main focus right now. So this is where you would see me, cut up on Friday nights. I still do the Let's Go Here with Kia, but it's not as consistent because it's hard to get married people that's willing to share their business on live. So that's kind of like at a standstill. But I will be doing a Ready to Love review tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. It follows Kamisha reviews. I guess that's with Krista's gonna be on there and Misha. So Ida will be on there following their show with me. So that's all I'm doing right now. So I may do a little extra, but right now I'm just gonna probably cover Ready to Love because y'all don't realize that's hard work. These shows you have to have a notebook, remember characters. So I was like, okay, I was doing Love After Lockup in 90 days, so I think I'm gonna let them go for Ready to Love. So just in close, we always do products at the end. I'll take my glasses off. I love the mixture with Misha when she told me to put it's like a gold color. I have to put my glasses back on so I can tell y'all what the eye shot. So I love how, see, Misha told y'all about that blend earlier. So you blend that freedom. That's what Crystal had on last week, but she only had the freedom on. So you blend that freedom with the necessary. That's this one and this one. Oh, y'all can't see. So the freedom and the necessary. I put them together, gave like a nice little kind of little, like almost like a bronze goldish. Like, I don't know, it's a pretty little color, got a little orange tint in it. I don't know, it's real pretty when you actually see it in real life. So make sure you support Queen of Life Cosmetics. She also has lashes, cute little bots. And I told y'all about the eyebrow pencil. Those go on like butter. Like I keep trying to tell y'all better get them. I got like about 10 of them in my house. And I told people, I was like, my cousin, she was like, I said, well, you can come over here and get one because I got about 10. I know I don't need 10. There's no way I can use 10 in even a year if I put makeup on every day. So make sure you support. And also, y'all make sure y'all get this book. Christmas is coming again. Make sure if you don't read, just support. Just make sure you get a couple of copies. I'm going to run a special for Christmas so y'all don't have an excuse why you don't have it. Still get it now, but get your friends one. Get other people one because you never know. Then when I blow up, then y'all could be like, yeah, I remember when Kia Simone was on CMK. I remember when Misha was, on CMK. Help us, blow up. Don't wait till all the other people start liking us and then people want to start supporting. I don't know why people are like that. They'll wait till a million people follow. The person might not even be that good. Y'all just follow because everybody else following. That's all I got to say.
So tonight I got on neutral at the top lid because I have very thick eyelids, and then I got the icy under. So let me know. So I like this. I like the light under, and I don't think I blended it well, but Misha said it was good, so I got her seal of approval, so I'm good with that. So yeah, so I got the icy on with the neutral. Y'all, like I said, we got the makeup artist seal of approval. Please go out and get From Pain to Love with Miss Kia Simone and buy this makeup. Support.
And I'll let y'all know if MC Brains be in my DM.
Please do. Please do. Please do.
I'm joking. Y'all know I gotta always be retarded. I'm just joking.
You're muted.
I
was like, I don't hear nothing.
I'm get in trouble because I'd be somewhere.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week. Please, again, I'm going to reiterate what Kia just said. Please let us know what topics you'd like us to cover. Yeah, so let's talk about it. Good night, y'all.
Good night.